Donkey!
Damn!
Come on! Almost! Yeah! Defeat wins!
Haha, you lose, Judge. Okay, who's next?
Me!
Ow! Why?
No one legally frauds a judge without repercussions. Now, before I go kick Lenium on your flank, please begin your cross-examination.
Rarity is chosen as Pony of Ceremonies for the Ponyville Days Festival. First off, these are some fantastic storyboards, designs that Rarity has sketched detailing her various events and ideas for the festival. I like how the majority of the main six are off doing their own jobs, and we concentrate primarily on the interactions between Rarity and Applejack, which, not since Sisterhood of Social or Look Before You Sleep have we seen such excessive interaction between the two, so already this grabbed my attention.
Rarity reveals her crush on traveling writer Trendahoof and attempts to woo him.
This episode was kind of a weird setup, revealing she has a deep crush on this traveling writer we've never seen before and know nothing about. It just came out of left field, which made me question how well the rest of the story would pan out. It's good that she's moved on from Blue Blood to someone more seemingly down to earth, but is it just me, or is this borderline Helga Shrine territory levels of obsession? She has a lock of Trenderhoof's mane in her collection. It just seems like a weird character trait for her. As for the stallion in question, he didn't leave much of an impression on me, and just served as a plot device to set up the love conflict between himself, AJ, and Rarity. I was afraid how well they would handle the romance in this episode, but like Rarity's arc in Best Night Ever, they went down the romance trope parody path. Most prominently love at first sight. When he sees Applejack for the first time, he is instantly head over hooves for her, despite the fact that she's in the most undignified appearance possible. And throughout the episode, Trent is completely aloof to Rarity's attempts to woo him, though one of the reasons I think is because the second act really kind of underplays her attempts. While there were some funny interactions every once in a while, it did seem to drag on, as we don't see Rarity's simple ways transition until over the halfway point. Though the story begins to elevate near the end of the second act, where we see Rarity begins to descend into jealousy, blaming AJ for her less than successful attempts, which leads to her newest design reveal.
Rarity reveals her simple ways design for the festival.
This is probably one of my favorite performances by Tabitha St. Germain. Her over-the-top hysterics coupled with her southern drawl speech is just so entertaining, though there are times when she seems to delve into a more Cockney accent. Writer Josh Haber carries the same level of dynamic humor he brought in Castlemania, and it's this episode's greatest strength. And I love AJ's demeanor throughout the whole ordeal, playing the role of the passive but wise mentor as she observes how ludicrous Rarity's actions are in attempting to impress Trenton. Along with that, I love the dichotomy we got between Applejack and Rarity in this episode, where we see Rarity descend from the high-class fashionista to simple farmer, and vice versa with AJ, or Apple Jewel, as she shows Rarity how ludicrous she's been and teach her a lesson in the best way possible to break her blind love, by attempting to essentially out-fashion the fashionista of the group, and leads Rarity to push herself to the absolute limit of her conviction to this persona by throwing herself into what she sees as the most diabolical creation imaginable, a mud puddle. Thus, the trance is broken and she realizes how foolish she was. We get our moral that wearing a metaphorical mask is not a way to impress others. A simple lesson in being yourself, but one that is a great reflection on society. Whether in school, work, or any other places of social interaction, it's not uncommon for people to change their appearance or personality if it can gain friendship or getting into higher social circles by impressing others. But that mask will deteriorate, and reality will hit, realizing they've lost their identity entirely, though they can begin again as their real selves and make improvements to themselves. Overall, the humor from the visual gags and Tabitha St. Germain's performance made this episode an odd setup, a drawn-out second act, but a great conclusion and moral. Other things. Hello, Vinyl. Nice to see your cameo. And of course, Spike being the punchline once again. I figured he would have been the one to drive home the be yourself message, but that didn't come to fruition. What would have been an interesting dynamic? Writers could have played more with his crush on Rarity, him coming to the acceptance that he may not actually have a chance with her, but develop a stronger bond between each other, as they now have a greater understanding of each other's continuing tribulations into the crazy world of love. Well, that's it for this week. MasterCode out.